All right, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's talk about it. Happy Friday to everybody. Listen, man, it is really go time. It's really only popping. It's only cracking. We're gonna talk about it together, man. Listen, there is a lot of things shaking and baking right now in the USC football community. And what can I say, man? I am absolutely overjoyed right now, man. I'm lost in the USC love sauce. I'm lost in all the sauce. And we're gonna talk about it together, man. How's everybody doing this Friday? You guys know we just got a huge commitment. Jonas Williams, man, listen, what can I say, man? Uh, I told you guys a couple of weeks ago how this was going to go. I told you that it was a crystal ball alert. I put that information out there. There were several people that kind of knocked it down. People showed me messages from message boards, all kinds of stuff. But you know what? All I did was lay low. I laid low and I said, look, we just go watch this thing play out. And I did videos leading up to that. I want you guys to remember videos leading up to that saying that, look, USC has Jonas Williams on flip watch. I said Lincoln Riley's not going to be caught in the same situation as he was with Julian Lewis. You guys remember that? So we're going to talk about that, man. You guys come on there and tap in with me, man. And let's get ready to make this thing happen. Let's go. Let me put this link in here real quick. So how's everybody doing? Okay, the link is in the chat. There we go. Yo, Brent B. Jones, what's up, brother? What's the word? Christian, what's the word? So let's talk about it, man. Now USC has another commitment that's possibly on the radar to get ready to happen, man. So look, man, let's talk about it. I'm gonna bring a couple of people in, one at a time. Let's go. Leon, what's the word, big dog?
USCJ, what's going on, buddy?
Oh man, I'm always lost the sauce. I'm always lifting weights, and I come here and I always start this. Hey, but what's the word, man?
Hey, Lincoln Riley and USC putting in work, man.
Yeah.
People don't understand what's about to happen over here. Let me get in character real quick.
I like it, brother. I like it. What you got? Is them Tom Ford? Are you Tom Ford up right now or what?
Nah, that's a little Chrome Hearts.
Okay. You in it to win it though.
Yes, sir. Hey, USCJ, let me say something real quick. I think I posted something earlier this week for the USC fans out there about this narrative that Lincoln Riley doesn't want to root California. And I was listening to a podcast with Eric McKinney earlier in the week, and he said when Lincoln Riley first got hired, he reached out to all the top recruits in California, the guys that we all know and love, and they just didn't come for whatever reason. And now to see USC a couple years later focusing on USC players, getting California players, and then going out and getting the best recruits nationally, this is a great thing to see, brother.
Man, to your point, I totally agree. I think that it was I'm not going to say it was a myth. Now, I did hear from some parents, there were some people that felt like, he could have made a certain effort to go in Southern California. I get that. But to say that he didn't do it at all, I think that was a straight up lie. That was a myth. And as I stated before, man, don't forget Peyton Woodyard. Don't forget Kingston. These guys brought out Troy Polamalu to come to USC so that we could try to get these guys. If he wasn't trying to recruit Southern California, we wouldn't try to go after Matt Faremo. We wouldn't have tried to go off of Noah McHale. We wouldn't have tried to go off for certain other guys. We went off after Carson Cox. I mean, we went after multiple guys. Roger Pleasant, Dakota Fields. I could go on and on and on. But to say that he didn't recruit at all, to me, that's a straight up myth. I think it was a lie because I can remember guys on multiple different occasions. They came to USC. They didn't choose USC for several different reasons. I can talk about Ryan Palin, decommitting at the last minute with him. He went to Milliken. So look, it is what it is, man. Yes, we could have went after a little better, but now I think it's coming full circle. Thank God for Chad Bowden, man. It's straight up go time, bro.
I just love what they're doing right now, man. I think he had the interview with JD Piquet earlier in the week when he said they're looking at everything from top to bottom. If it's not first class A1, they changing it. And you can see from the staff, the recruiting staff, to the coaching staff, and now to the players, man, it's just everything is changing at USC. And I just love what I see, man.
Yeah.
And for Lincoln Riley to go out here and get Jonah Williams, like, yo, he would you guys say he played a backgammon last week?
That's what Jaywalk, man. Yeah, Jaywalk said it, man. And look, man, Jonas Williams is he's a good quarterback, bro. I mean, I had highlights on there, man, and you know, some people say he's just like Caleb Williams. I can see it. Is he Caleb Williams? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna go that far, but I see some stylistically, he does have some rollouts like Caleb Williams. He got some things that he does, the way he's able to move and groove, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling everything that's going on with the program, and now it seems like we have another guy, big time defensive end, edge guy that's getting ready to commit to USC. We got other guys. I put a tweet out about February 1st, approximately February 1st. I said it was on Flip Watch. Then multiple people, they sent me some stuff on some message boards. I got a Kool-Aid smile right now because they said, I said it's Flip Watch season. And some of these things that they had on these message boards, oh, he just saying some stuff. Where's the and then the past couple of weeks, everybody said, what's going on? I said, listen, be patient. It's coming. Now we see the manifestation of everything that's taking place, man. And look, it's straight up go time, bro.
Yeah, you be putting information out there. I be telling people on Twitter, man, y'all better listen to USCJ, man, because it be having that insider information. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be patient. And then, like you said, Jonas Williams, I went and looked at his huddle film. I'm like, yo, that boy nice, man.
No, he was real. He's real. He's definitely real, bro.
He does have some Caleb Williams traits. I will say that.
He does, man. And you know, somebody just hit me in the inbox and said, Jay, what you feel about Hassan Longstreet, the quarterback situation with Jonas Williams, all this? I said, listen, man, this has always been what Lincoln Riley does, bro. He recruits quarterbacks, and if you want to be a good quarterback, you're going to play You're going to play under Lincoln Riley. You're going to get the fair opportunity to go out there and compete. And I stated this before, just like I just inboxed the guy. I said, he said, so what are you feeling about this year? I said the same thing that I've been saying. I don't know if guys think that I'm gonna change my tune, but you know, my tune stays the same as far as the quarterbacks. I feel like if Jaden Maiava, the second half of Texas A&M, if he plays like that, and most of the Notre Dame game, he's the best quarterback in the country. However, if he doesn't play like that, we're gonna see Hassan Longstreet get in there and move and groove. I mean, it's simple as that. But I think it's gonna be an open competition. It's gonna be a fair competition. And Lincoln Riley, we trust Lincoln Riley. He is the quarterback guru, and so I think we got to approach it from that way, man. So what's your thoughts? And then I got to take another call.
Okay. Iron sharpens iron, bro. Just because they bring in another quarterback doesn't mean anything. You should got to go out there. You got to go out there and earn your spot. You got to put in the work. And if somebody in front of you is better, so be it. But you got to go out there and try to take his spot. You always got to try to step up your game. And there's stuff that the young guys can learn from the older guys, and the younger guys can push the older guys. And I think I said before, if Hassan Longstreet earns the position, he earns the position.
Yeah,
but we can't be worried about one person not liking this and not liking that. Man, go out there and handle your business, and you'll be okay.
Yeah, no, that's fact.
It's your time.
That's facts, bro. That's facts. So I think we can see. Look, that receiver Spafford. You know, I mean, all these guys that were on that trip, all those guys that were on that trip. I'm telling you, there's a lot of guys, a handful of guys that I was told this immediately following the recruiting trip. And I was told this while the recruiting trip was going on. So I know that these guys, you know, the timeline, however that unfolds, whatever. But the bottom line is USC is shifting a lot of things, and we can attribute a lot of that to the coaching staff as well as the new administration, because they put some things in place like no man left behind right now, bro. Anything else you want to say real quick?
At USCJ, I just want to say one more thing, and I'm going to jump off of here, let somebody else take the turn. But one player that I want to see, that I have an interest in, I want Tom Tom. Out of all the players, I want Tom Tom.
No, I heard he, I heard some good things about him too. So, matter of fact, I just heard today. Yeah, well, I'm like, So hopefully,
I just think that we need a player on the defensive side of the ball like him with that attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like at the middle of the defensive line, just like
Yeah.
no problem. You know what I mean? Like he want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? I
That
like
dude,
that.
that dude's so nasty. I watched his film yesterday, man. He's all the way nasty with it, man.
Yes, sir.
Dang, I saw him catch a ball like a tight end. Did you see that?
I saw him playing running back. Yeah, you talking about that when he intercepted the pass? Yeah, but I
No,
saw
no,
him
no. The
playing.
quarterback threw it to him, man. It was some kind of trick play. It was at the Coliseum. But that dude is
Oh,
legit. He's straight up legit.
I seen him play running back and he looked real good. His feet look good too.
He's fast though. He's really like he got some wheels on him, man. So yeah, bro. I think the future right now is bright, man. Anybody that don't have glasses on, you need to go ahead and put your sunglasses on because look, it's about to be go time. USC, the USC as we knew it the past couple years, that don't even exist no more. This is a new regime. Everything is totally different, and the future is going to be big time bright, man.
Hey, USC fans, get your hater blockers on because they're coming out.
They're coming out, man. They're coming out.
Yes,
all right, fam.
USC
I appreciate
fans,
you
on,
tapping in, man. Fam, what's the word, Christian?
What's good, my brother? What's good, man?
Man, talk to me.
Hey, loving it, loving it. I'm not worried about it. I know a lot of people saying why we trying to take two quarterbacks in 26, even though if they afraid it's gonna shoot away lines. But man, we can't be in those situations, man. If you got a great player at a position and one is willing to commit and lock in, you got to go with it. We
Yeah,
can't be in this. We can't be in a situation like we was with Juju. We almost missed out. Good
bro.
thing that we had
And
long street, so we can't keep playing with fire like that.
you can't do it, bro. Like, and here's my thing. And I'm not saying, if you're Ryder Lyons, well, I don't want to say that, but all I'm saying is like it's to the point where you can't, as a recruit, if you want to get on board with a specific team, I just think you got to have and I know you want to have your recruiting process. I know you want to live that process, but when you're talking about the quarterback position with Lincoln Riley, like I feel like Jonas Williams did the exact same thing as what Hassan Longstreet did, which was recognize the opportunity. Like everybody doesn't have that opportunity. We just got through finished watching a big time Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts. That was, he played under Lincoln Riley. Of course, you got Caleb Williams. He still threw, even though some people say he had a so-called bad year, whatever. That ain't 4,000 yards. That was still a decent season. Caleb Williams was, he had probably the worst
He
offensive
broke
line in the country.
and
And
he broke. I don't know how many rookie records. So I don't know.
yeah. He broke
with
a
a
lot
bad
of
O-line.
yes, he broke a lot of rookie records. So I feel like look, if you wanna play under the best quarterback, the quarterback guru, you gotta go to Ryder Lyons was crystal ball. I think September. It was last year, September to USC. You remember that? I did a video about it. And so
Yeah, I remember that, but and still haven't got locked in. And then what's crazy about it is what people got to understand with today's game and things like that. I mean, we see what BYU offered that basketball player, right? Something like
no,
7 million, like 7 million, and
yeah.
we know he's in talks with BYU and all that as well. Man,
Matter of
just
fact,
sit and
I
wait.
heard that. Yeah, I heard it's really leaning towards BYU. That's but who knows? Who knows? I think USC could take two quarterbacks. I don't see why wouldn't they? Lincoln Riley's always done that. He had he had Rattler and he had Caleb Williams. So I mean, look, if you want to play quarterback for the best quarterback coach in the country, you might as well come on and make your commitment. But otherwise, Lincoln Riley has to look out, I believe, and there's no disrespect to anybody. He has to look out for himself, for the team wise. Because you remember Dylan Raiola kind of did some, he was kind of playing with, kind of courting us a little bit, but then it never really materialized into anything. He did
Right.
something like that. And what we never took a quarterback in 2024. And I felt like Elijah Brown at the time. I'm not saying he was just a superstar, 5-star, but he was a serviceable quarterback. I would have rather had him than had nobody. But everything worked out for the good. Even though Malachi left, but things, man, you just got to move, man.
Most definitely. And what's crazy about it, I seen an interesting stat. It was either yesterday or today. I mean, yesterday or the day before, where it's something like 60% of the top quarterbacks coming out of high school transfer within their first year, right? Switch
Right.
schools. They don't even stay with the team that they committed to after a year. And so, with that in mind, you gotta try to go for two quarterbacks in the class. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason not to. I mean, I think we still could even pursue and go for Ryder. He's not gonna be there to 2027 anyway. But the way these kids are transferring out and things like that, you have to plan for that. And so I like the move. I seen this kid Williams play. He looked very good.
Look,
I know everybody in love with his
let me ask you though.
athleticism. I
Your,
like his accuracy.
okay, his skill set compared to Ryder Lyons. Like what do you? Because Ryder Lyons is a rollout quarterback too. He's a phenomenal quarterback. He knows how to move and groove. Like what you think?
The difference that stands out because both of them is mobile is Williams, his accuracy, his ball placement. Like if you look at a lot of the balls and stuff, I'm talking about perfect, perfect ball placement. So he's very accurate. I know he's not the top quarterback in coming out of 26. I mean, but if you read the articles, on three and all that, I mean, everybody's saying out of everybody, he's the most accurate passer, and you can see it on this game film.
Yeah. Yep. And so right now, man, I think USC. Oh man, this is Xavier Griffin. Pops just said USC's at the number. I need to change this title. USC's at the #1 class, and literally while I'm on the phone, he just sent me that. I guess they redid it. I'm gonna change this title, but right now, yeah, we're at the #1 class right now.
Rivals
yeah.
had us at #1 earlier, so
yeah.
And I know the others hadn't done it yet, but I'm pretty sure we should definitely be #1. I know Rivals had put us #1 earlier when it came out, and I think we were still for 26 somewhere at 3 and 4, like on 3 and all that. But that's probably what he's talking about. It's probably gonna got updated then.
No doubt about it. So when we look at this class now, like I think we're to the point now where we could really get some separation going. And what I mean by that is if we get this big time defensive end out of Jay Sarah, man, hopefully maybe tomorrow, as early as tomorrow, because I think Tom Lloyd, I think he put a message up saying that this is going to be a huge weekend for USC. Bro, we could possibly get three commitments. That would be insane. Between today and Sunday, that would be absolutely insane. So I think that we could put some separation if we get another 4-star, maybe 2 more 4-stars, defensive end. Listen, USC right now could do some phenomenal things just this weekend. You guys tap in. I put that link in the chat. Come on in. Yeah, man. So what about Samote, man? He's from Jay Sarah.
Man, I've been watching it too. So I'm waiting on it. I've been watching it, and I've seen a couple things on Instagram and a couple of posts that makes me think that he's coming. But we'll see. But I think, and I've been hearing rumblings. I know the like church guys too, and was saying there was rumblings about a couple more commitments coming. Didn't say any names or anything, so I'm definitely hoping he's one of them.
Yeah, well, Scott Schrader on 3. I think they put that up that he's crystal ball. But I heard earlier this week that was supposed to happen. Listen, the commitment video is already made for him. I just got to take it off private. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting for him and a couple of other guys that I heard about. I'm just gonna take it off private. Listen. It is really it's flip season, man. And I think right now, the momentum that we have, and I know, a lot of people gonna say, look, we got to wait to the end of this season to really, really confirm everything. But listen, I still believe that the way the season is set up, I still think we can go 9-3, 10-2, 9-3 at the worst is what I'm saying. That's at the very, very worst. I believe that we can go 10-2. I don't believe that that'll be a problem at all for us. And I believe if provided, proof of concept. And here's the deal. Let me ask you this. If proof of concept is not all the way there and just, God forbid, 8-4, 9-3 season, I feel like we got the staff to hold them now. Look at some of the other teams, such as Auburn, such as Texas not Texas A&M this year, but the year prior. Look at the other teams that were able to do some phenomenal things in recruiting. but because they have something to hold those guys, it makes it a little sweeter.
And I think the reason even with that type of season, we'll be able to hold them because this 26 class, I don't know, but it seems like our recruits are like they're close knit. Like
Yep.
Williams said when they asked Williams about why he chose USC, he said it's a culture. He said the coaching staff, and he said this 26 class is going to be special. So not
Yeah.
only do we have the administration, the NIL and things together, but the coaches are doing a great job of selling the vision to these recruits and to the parents of where this program is going and where it's headed, and they can see it, and they're buying into the coaches, which is excellent. But it's also these players want to be a part of something special, and it's like for him to say that this 26 class is going to be special, that let me know that recruits are talking to each other, and they all like, man, I love this coach. You know what I'm saying? Here, I love USC. They got this, man. Let's go here. You know what I'm saying? Let's go here together. And even if we have an 8-4 season, they still think they believe they'll be the class that like let's get this right to turn this program around.
No, that's facts.
Right.
That's facts. Honestly, I kind of feel like the 24 class, they, even though it wasn't the most highly ranked class, I kind of feel like some of those guys feel the same way. They want to be a part of that. And now this 2020, this next class, I think they're gonna do the same thing, man. Let me let Young Tiny in here real quick. Hold on for 1 second. Young Tiny, what's the word?
Tiny, what's up, brother?
What up, fam? What up, bro? How y'all doing?
All right, man. What's the word?
Man, future's bright, bro. It's on and popping, man. And you just, just like Christian just said, bro. And even, I got my little validation on my end too. The recruits is talking, bro, and they believe in the vision, bro. And they loving I'm telling you, bro. Even the 27 class, bro. My little cousin them in the 27 class, and
oh yeah,
I'm telling you, they talking, bro. I'm telling you, they talk.
They talking big. Hey, I did that video about that defensive tackle from Tustin, and and he put a clip on the story. He said, "Look, go look at this video." And I realized, bro, like they just want the love, bro. They just want to feel cared about, and all we have to do. And I'm not saying the coaches weren't recruiting, because I told Leon when he was on here a few minutes ago, I felt like the coaches were already recruiting, because we wouldn't have had Peyton Woodyard, all these different guys, Kingston. We would have never had some of those guys. But then it's just those other guys that sometimes maybe that are not as highly sought after. How in the world he's not even a star? I don't get it. I just feel like they just want you to know that, look, we want that attention too. So I feel like, man, now I feel like the whole coaching staff has really refocused their everything, bro. And now they're shifting it, and these guys are seeing it. And like you said, they're talking. And look, man, the 2027 class could be the same as the 2026 class, man.
It is gonna be, Jay. And like you say, like, why I respect the coaching so much, and like, of course, give it up to Jen Cohen at the top, but Lincoln Riley, bro, he adjusting his get down, his ways. He bringing in the people around him that he needs to have around him. You know what I'm saying? His coaching staff is just is all time great, bro. And I'm telling you, like, these players is paying attention, man.
I'm gonna tell you,
players are paying attention.
I'm gonna tell you, and this Jaywalk played at USC, and you would think that he would know. And me and him was talking about, was it today or yes? No, it was yesterday. I think it was yesterday. But we were talking about the coaching staff, and he was like, Jay, he said, I've never seen anything. Think about this. Rob Ryan coached years in the NFL.
I'm telling you.
Coach Eric Henderson, years in the NFL. DeAnton Lynn, years in the NFL. Think about Coach Reed, who is not that far removed from playing in the NFL, bro. And then of course Doug Belt. Like, this is to really, this is not pumping us. Some of these Lost and Sauce fans talk about sunshine. This is not sunshine, but this is real talk. Like, we really have the best possible coaching staff put together, and it's showing right now. Like, these kids can see that. Their parents know, because their parents watch some of the NFL and watch these coaches coach. So now it's like, man, come on, man. Why would I send my kids somewhere else when I can send them right here when it's really cracking?
These coaches have independent. Oh, go ahead,
and,
Chris.
and think about this, especially just even on the defensive side of the ball, when a defensive recruit come in there and and we can lay 3 or 4 Super Bowl rings out there on the table. You know what I'm saying? We got
Like,
3 or 4 Super Bowl rings. Henny got a ring. Ryan got a ring. We got 4 coaches that got Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying?
And
Championship.
yeah, and these coaches and these coaches respectively done built their own independent legacy, but all these coaches come from a family, majority of them from a background of family legacy too. Like it's on the pocket, man.
yeah,
Tell me.
yeah. Hey, listen, Peristyle J, listen, the link, if you got to go on YouTube. Some of you guys are on Twitter. We got about 400 people. Some of you guys are on Twitter, and you got to go on YouTube. The link, I'm posting it right now. The link is in the chat. Go on to you. Make sure you hit the subscription. But you know what? I'm gonna start having to take this off Twitter, but I put it on Twitter just to, kind of tease it out there. But listen, click the link in the chat. I'm putting it in there right now, and make sure you hit subscribe and like. I'm
Hit that
always
like button, everybody.
yeah,
It's free.
yeah,
Man, do that for my boy, man. Do that for the platform. Support my bro, man. That like button is
absolutely,
free. It's so many people be watching. All you gotta do is hit the like button. Come on now.
bro.
Hit the
We
subscribe
talking
button.
about. I showed somebody today. We talk about like 180 some thousand people every 28 days be watching this. But listen, the channel operates like it's a 50,000 subscriber channel, but they got to subscribe. So look, we need you guys to hit that subscribe button, man. But I definitely appreciate
Hey,
everybody for tuning in.
also I want to comment on that. When y'all, because I was listening the whole time. I was just doing something at the crib. That Ryder Lion situation.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
bro, we ain't got time to be playing, bro. But I feel him. But like, you know what I'm saying? Your brother there too. Like, come on, bro. What you doing? Like, come on in.
Man,
Go take your mission respectfully. You know what I'm saying? And come back that 27, 20, because he only gonna take a year. I know they usually take 2 years, but what, he only gonna take a year?
I think his brother took a year, so
Yeah.
he may end up. Yeah,
Usually the missions be like 2 years, but yeah. You don't know,
yeah,
man. It's
yeah.
all
He may
good.
do the
I
same
love
thing.
to have him too, though. Come right in behind. You feel me? Like stack
You
him
know,
up, bro.
I said the same thing with Hassan Longstreet. I just felt like you can't. If Hassan Longstreet recognized the opportunity, said, "Look, I realize that this guy's taking his trips. I'm gonna go ahead and swoop up under
Um,
you and get this
come on
commitment."
now.
You
Come
know what
on
I
now.
mean? I think this guy Jonah Williams did the same
He
thing,
did
the
the
exact
same
same
thing.
thing, bro. And so, hey, man, you snooze, you lose. But I'm not saying that with him. We could
No, you
take,
saying in general. You just speaking from a general perspective, man.
yeah,
It's a doggy dog world, and we ain't finna put all our eggs in one basket and be stuck like Chuck because we figuring somebody gonna come. You know what I'm
absolutely,
saying?
absolutely,
We gotta load up, and it's a doggy dog world, man. You know,
yeah.
like I'm saying, we ain't talking about him. We just saying in general.
Yeah,
We
we
can't
can
be.
take two
We ain't.
quarterbacks. So we'll see. We'll see what Lincoln
Thank you,
Riley
my love.
does, man. We'll
Yeah,
definitely see what he does, man. But I think right
absolutely.
now we're going for we're at number one right now. Xavier Griffin Pops just Uncle just text and he sent me a screenshot of it. So I don't know if that's from Rivals. Who's that from? But
Well, like
hey,
Christian said, I seen earlier. What's the name? Had us at one. They bumped us up to one.
Rivals, yeah.
Yeah, rivals had it bumped us up to number one, but I
is
didn't
it
see
just
the other ones.
okay? Yeah, I'll have to check that when I get off. But
Yeah.
hopefully, all of them across the board. And like I said, we could get ready to create some separation
But
real
we ain't
quick.
done. I was about to say, but
Oh
we ain't
no,
No,
done. So we
no,
we
we
about to
gonna be
get old
number one.
boy. We about to get the DN. We about to get the
yeah,
Yeah.
DN,
yeah,
and we got a couple more coming.
yep,
So
yep.
Man,
we gonna be
You
solid.
know what? You know what just gave me chills because I said what he said earlier and I didn't even think about it. But when they asked Jonas Williams about why he came and everything he said about USC, and at the end he said this 26 class is going to be special. That right there let us know that it's more coming.
I
Yes,
tried,
sir.
That right,
listen, bro. Listen, that
that
weekend,
right there.
I tried to tell everybody. I said, listen, flip season is here. But you got these lost in the sauce people, man, that just think, man, look, whatever.
Hey,
It
look,
is what it is.
Jay,
look,
Jay
Jay.
and Tiny, I'm gonna tell
On
you
some
this.
real talk, I respect
Hey, I'm gonna,
anybody that's present pushing USC. This is, bro. But and this ain't no disrespect to nobody, bro. But I don't mess with no other nothing, bro. I used to dib and dab just because I love the guy, I love football, I love USC, but bro, I don't even go on. I don't even pay attention to them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be lost in the sauce, bro. I don't even. I'm over here with it, bro. I'm over here with Jay. Like I say, no disrespect to no other. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
I
But
respect I respect everybody's I respect
yeah,
everybody get down, man. However they get down, they get down. You know, I
that's how they
respect
get out. But I know where
it.
I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But I'm gonna tell you, Tiny and Jay, I'm gonna tell you this though. I see a flip watch. If I see a flip watch and the crystal ball come through for y'all might see me do backflips. I might be like I'm 16 again. If I see
from Tom Tom.
Henry and
Oh
Tom
my
and
goodness.
Henry,
Hey,
if I
bro.
see Henry flipping,
Hey, bro.
hey,
Hey. Let me tell you what's. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
Don't be surprised, bro.
No. I got a couple jerseys right here. I got this. I created this. This is a guest room. I created it to an office. So in my
Yeah.
office, my closet right there, I got a bunch of jerseys. I got USC gear. I'm gonna throw the jersey on, and you see that helmet right there? Hey, listen to me, bro. Listen to me. That helmet is gonna be worn on this podcast. You hear me? Hey, it's gonna be real deal go time. And I might have to do it from the garage or something, man, where my weights and stuff at, because it's going down, bro. For real. For real.
Yeah,
Hey,
we
Henry,
flip. I see
man.
Henry come through. I'm going to flip, boy.
Hey, but what's stopping them? Like Jonas Williams, all those guys, like you said, and you guys remember what Xavier Griffin's dad, uncle said on here. He was just talking about. And you guys remember I asked him a question like, what was the difference? Like, what did you notice? He would just talk about the whole structure, how everybody was basically together, and you could just tell like this is all business. Like these guys really, the staff means business. These recruits, all everything down from just being in what the auditorium, wherever that was, the classroom, and how Rob Ryan was teaching these guys. Like everything was really put together in a way that look. They see the vision. Like you got to see it before you see it. And I think that's a big part of this, man, the vision. Whereas last time, we had some things in place, really didn't have anything to hold these guys, but now it's a totally different thing.
And you know what else is changing too? Like our players, our recruits is recruiting. Like, remember, was that? Don't quote me on this, but I think it was Xavier Griffin. Like, he gonna be one of our top recruiters. Like, he gonna be recruiting other players. Was that him? I
Yeah,
can't
That
remember.
was
Him and the play.
Thanos. That was Thanos. He was like, I know the
Who
real
said
of the
that?
real.
Who said that, fam?
yeah.
Who said
Thanos.
that? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, but somebody said that. I think it might have been Brandon Lockhart or
Yeah, it was like Lockhart or somebody. It was somebody else. Yeah, it was like
Brandon Lockhart or
no. That's exactly who it was.
Jonas
That's
Williams.
exactly who it was. That's exactly who it was. Brandon Lockhart. He was like, I'm about to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be recruit. I'm gonna be one of our biggest recruiters, and that's where we gotta be, bro. Players is back recruiting other players. So we not only got the coaching staff, we got the new culture here. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. It's on and
Absolutely.
pop.
Let me let this other Leon, if you back in, you can type back in. Let me see.
Leon
Brian.
just want to show off his glasses, man. I ain't messing with Leon. Leon just want to come on here flossing glasses and all that. Leon.
Hey man,
Watch out, Leon.
Hey,
I
Leon
see
got
you,
them
loved
cars.
ones. Watch out.
Leon got them cars with them switches on it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got the cars. Hey, Brian, what's
Leon.
the word?
Yeah, man, Leon flexing. That's what he doing, man. Hey, but forget all of that, man. Jay, let me get that helmet, fam. Let me get that helmet back there.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, man. This was a blessing, bro. Like this is, I'm telling you, man. I don't even. When I got that, man, I just didn't even know.
Jay, I'm about to press you for that helmet, man. I see you. I'm about to press you for that one.
Hey, man. Hey, man, it's gonna be like Fort Knox up in here to get down, big dog. But yeah, man, that was a blessing. And shout out Toronto, man. One of these days, if he gives me the okay, the story, I'll tell you the backstory behind all that, man. But it really means something just for this helmet to be seen in this show, man. And I'll tell you guys about it. It's a bittersweet type of situation, but yeah. So to God be the glory, though. I thank God for it, though, man. But Brian, man, how you feeling about the momentum, though?
Man, it's shocking. I was on what was it? Light the Torch earlier today. Me and Christian, and we were chopping it up about it and how everything is coming together finally. It's the administration is showing that, hey, look, we're gonna make this a priority. I guess they just got tired of being, left out. We're probably one of the only blue bloods that haven't been in the playoffs since the playoffs started.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, it says 1,000 words with regards to, what this program was and where we're headed now.
Mhm.
Right.
A few moves here, a few moves here, and a few moves there, and we right back up on top. It's it's funny the way it happened because Cohen had been around for what a year, and then they bring in Henny, and they bring in Lynn, and okay, we're somewhat serious, but then they start bringing in GMs. I'm like, okay, well, they're trying to create a NFL atmosphere. We've been playing behind, the eight ball for the longest, man. Even going back to the sanctions, but now it's like everything is falling into place, and it's like now we saw everybody's hand, and now okay, we're gonna come out with ours, but we're gonna be 10 times as better, better. So for us to go out and pull in these recruits, and it shows that as soon as you put the pieces in place, we can ascend back to the top like we recently did, like we're doing right now.
No, that's
Yes,
fact.
sir.
That's facts, bro. And I really think we there. We there, and let's just we really got to get. And I feel comfortable, man. You guys can talk about the schedule. I feel comfortable with this because I know a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, and I'm still gonna see the comments." You're gonna continue to have people out there that's still gonna be skeptical until we actually win. You get what I'm
But you
saying?
gotta win on you gotta show the product on the field, man. You can't be
Yeah,
making all of these moves and then you get on the field and then we turn up another 7-6 or another 8-5, man. You got to show that, hey, look, what the administrator is investing, hey, look, we're gonna take that and we're gonna magnify that on the field. And
yeah,
these
Sir.
kind of kids will keep coming. If you don't, and I told them on B Jones on Like the Torch, I told them earlier, man, look, a lot of these teams around the country been winning these natties with Cali talent. Let's just keep call a spade a spade.
yeah.
They've been winning with Cali talent at quarterback, at running back,
But it's
at,
always been like
at
that, though.
DB, at DB. But
Yeah,
it wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad though, Jay. Look back over the last 4 or 5 years, man. All of those kids leaving Cali and winning natties, man, or playing in the playoffs.
yeah. I can go
Yeah.
back to like Najee Davenport. Him at
hmm
Alabama. Bryce Young at Alabama. I mean, just
Right.
multiple
Right.
guys, man. But it wasn't as bad. But I remember you guys, the college football historians. I consider you guys that. You remember Texas? Ricky Williams from San Diego going to
Come
Texas,
on,
man.
man. Yeah, it always
You
been
know what
that.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lawrence Phillips from Nebraska. He was from what I
Right.
mean. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's always been sprinkled, but it's never been
But
this heavy. But
it, it,
now,
it kind
yeah,
of started with DeAnthony Thomas in 2010. He was the first big one to break and head up, to the other school. I'm not gonna say the name, but ever since then, it's like the floodgates been open, man. Like you said,
I mean,
the
but
Thibodeau's, the Bryce Youngs, even though Tua not from Cali, Tua he from the west, from the west side. The Tua's, the running back of Najee Harris, all of them been helping these other programs win, man. When you've had them right there in your backyard, you just had to show them that you were serious.
But when I tell
yeah,
you,
but
when I tell you B, when
the
I tell
wall
you
came.
B, when I tell you that I could vouch for sure that Kevion wanted to go to SC, it's just crazy,
Uh-huh.
bro.
You
Thibodeau
talking
wanted
about
to go
Thibodeau
to
with the
SC.
Oregon, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
he wanted to go. Yeah, O's
I,
Christian.
I don't know the backstory behind that. Man, I hurt my feelings when he committed to Oregon.
Yeah,
Like
that's yeah.
I really couldn't believe that. But I don't know the backstory behind that. Wait, there was no NIL back then, so
Nah, it wasn't
But
NIL, but it's always
the
been low key money though.
wall, the
yeah.
wall around, the wall around California and recruiting. I mean, it started with that stupid ass sanction that we got. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
That was the start of it, and we're just now recovering from it. But if you look at any school that was hit with a sanction to our level or more, I mean, look at Miami. Miami was winning national championship stuff when they got their sanctions, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It took them it took them a decade to get back. You
yeah,
see
Right.
what I'm saying? Like when you SMU, they was down forever when they got hit with the death penalty. Back when they had Eric Dickerson and all them. Like when you're losing 30 scholarships a year and things like, yeah, your state is gonna get opened up for people to come in and just like leeches, these other schools came in and that was the start of them. But now that Wallace getting put out there.
The sanctions was 2010, right?
Well,
Well, they didn't start
They
that
still
year. They
had
didn't
the
start
number one recruiting
until
classes with the sanction.
Yes, they did.
They hit.
They did. They had a bunch of them.
11. They hit 11 and 12. They hit 11 and 12. So, 2010 was the year that DeAnthony Thomas left. So
But,
they were coming, but they had
check this
hit.
out.
Yeah.
I remember. You guys probably don't remember from 2015 on. USC was still in the mix from 2015 on. I think like 2018 or 19 or something like that.
So,
USC was still like a top 5 and talent.
Yeah. So with respects to what B just said, DeAnthony Thomas did leave, but you gotta remember our 2010 class, that was Robert Woods, Dylan Baxter. Look, Dylan Baxter, Cal Prater, remember Xavier Gribble? That was remember George Uko. You know what I'm saying? Demetrius Wright. That was DJ Morgan. That was all Deion Bailey. That was all them. Randall Telfair from Rancho. Hayes Pollard from Crenshaw. Come on, Hayes Pollard. That was you know what I'm saying? That was 2010, bro. And then that next year, and what was that next year? 2011 was
that Mark Tyler?
It went up a little bit. We went up to like 13, but that was when so that year, that was when we had Mark Tyler and them, right?
Yeah, I think it was.
I was about to go up to 13, but that was
Young Tiny. The year you talk about, that was the year that Kiffin really loaded up because he knew the sanctions were coming. That's why they put in all that talent. Remember?
But we had the third. We had the third. Yeah, exactly. But then that next year we was like third too. That's what remember Greg Townsend Jr. and all them. Victor Blackwell, Lamar Dawson. That was Antoine Woods. Like we still Trey Madden and all them. Remember that? That was matter of fact, Buck Allen, Marcus Martin from Crenshaw. That was all. That was that 2011 class. Yeah, that was that. We didn't have that many recruits, but we still was up there.
What year was Leonard Williams? What year was Leonard Williams? Was that
Leonard Williams?
He was.
That was remember that was Marquise Lee and George Farmore and all them. Max Whittick, Cody Kessler. That was 2011.
No, I think Leonard Williams came in 12, didn't he? He played 12,
Leonard Williams
14, didn't he?
Yeah, I think it came after that. But the thing is, the point Young Tiny making though. Let me say this too though, because I think a lot of people, when you talk about from a historical standpoint, don't forget before all the way before USC got their national titles. Don't forget, man. I'm from Southern California. Listen, I remember when a lot of people from LA was going to go play at Washington. Do you guys remember that?
Yes, I do. Absolutely.
Yeah. So
bro,
absolutely. We got Napoleon Kaufman, bro.
Napoleon Kaufman.
Matter of fact, I had a camp. I used to you guys remember Bino Bryant that used to play for Washington? I used to go to a camp called Rancho Cienega in LA. Bino Bryant and Sherman Shaw, who went to Dorsey, they were my camp counselor. We used to do camp counselor in the summer, man. We used to go on all these field trips, but those two running backs, man, were there. They were my camp counselor. And I remember Sherman Shaw went to UCLA. And, Brian went to Washington. So we had a lot of running backs. We had a lot of players from California that went to go play at Washington, man. And that was before, and they won national championships under Don James.
Right.
Yeah. So, history always comes back around, man. It's going to repeat itself.
Yep. So we did have the sanctions, but the recruiters stayed up because even like that when y'all was talking about that Leonard Williams class at 2012 with Zach Banner and all them, we only had like 16 recruits, but we were still ranked like 8th in the nation. Max Turek and all them. Remember that? Remember that year? We didn't have that many recruits, but we still was up there. Nelson Aguilar. You know what I'm saying? That was that 2012. But it's go time.
Even with that, Young Tiny, the program was always in turmoil. You have to remember. Even though we had those recruits, Lane Kiffin get fired on the tarmac, and then the following coach, Sark, he has those issues with substance abuse. You understand what I'm saying? Alcohol abuse.
Absolutely.
And then we hire Clay Helton and keep him on 2 years too long. You understand what I'm saying? So it's always something we could never put it together.
Don't forget that we hired Lynn Swan as AD. That was a mistake.
Right.
Yeah, we had Lynn Swan at AD. Yeah.
So it was always something to where we could never put it together. And in the midst of that, we kept year after year, we kept missing playoffs, kept missing the playoffs to where, hey, look, we've never been in it since its existence. Again, we've been the only blue blood, one of the only blue bloods to not make it. So now that we're finally putting the pieces together, we got the GM in place, we got the analysts in place, we got the coaching staff in place, we're fully staffed. Now there's no excuses.
Yeah, I agree with Brian.
There's no excuse. We just got to make sure like this season we got to like really, and I think we will, man. I think J-Walk, he kind of alluded to it. He said like we're kind of like in the background right now, really not making a whole lot of noise, really not saying a whole lot. But I think these guys are preparing themselves for battle. All of these guys. And
they're speaking with actions, Jay. They're speaking with actions,
absolutely.
Jay. There's no more words. They're speaking with actions now.
Yeah.
You know, even the administration is putting their money where their mouth is. It's not, hey, look, we're going to do this. We're looking at do this and maybe do it. No, they giving Riley everything that he needs to, hey, get back, get us to, that playoff spot. And then maybe they can start filling back up the college, because that's what's going to be boiling down to in the end. Those dollars, how many butts are they putting in those seats in the college?
Yes, sir.
Once you get that back rolling.
Hey, Brian, to your point, because there were a lot of fans, and I'm not saying I used to take up for Riley, but I used to say, trust the process. And I told a lot of people that Lincoln Riley doesn't have the same resources that everybody else had. And it's kind of like an unfair. So you guys think that there were some things he could have did better, such as run the ball. Of course, we know that. But do you think he got a raw deal just based on what he was given compared to somebody else? I'm not sure what he was promised when he came, but I feel like he didn't have everything that everybody else had, and everybody wants to say, "Oh, he's being out recruited." Stop lying. He's not. He wasn't being out recruited. He wasn't. He just did not have all those other things in place that everybody else had.
And Jay,
he wasn't being out recruited. Look at all the decommitments we had. He wasn't being out recruited. He just couldn't keep the recruits. He brought them in. Coaching staff, they brought them in. We just couldn't keep them with the times we in. But now that's changing. We got resources. We got GMs. We got a whole staff. Like you said, an NFL tight-knit staff. You know what I'm saying? So like now we bringing in recruits. Now we flipping recruits. We went from bringing in recruits to get decommitments to now we flipping recruits.
Hey,
come on, man.
It's flip season, bro. And there's nothing they could do about it. That's all they had to see was get just a little bit of faith in our coaches, man, and our staff, and get the foundation to where we can able to move and groove. Now it's really, look, sky's the limit for USC, man. We don't have to settle for crumbs no more, man. You know what I'm saying? We can get the whole cake. Everybody else can get our crumbs. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And I've been one of the ones with you, Jay, that I've been saying from the get-go. It's not that I was taking up for him, but I was saying the backlash on Riley was kind of unwarranted, unfair, because we were expecting him to come in and do what Landon did at Oregon, what they doing at Ohio State, when they inherited programs already, right? With everything already set up, good NIL, back-to-back top recruiting classes from the last 5 or 6 years. Right? Riley didn't come into it. Riley came into pretty much nothing, right? The first year he hurt himself by being so good in the first year. But if you look at it, we had the top portal class that year, and look at the NFL talent and what they do in the NFL that we had on that team. Right? And they were, you know what I'm saying? And we lost all them, and because we didn't have NIL together, we weren't able to hit like that the next year in the portal. And we didn't have nothing to wait because we didn't have no, you know what I'm saying? The depth.
You made a valid point, bro. That first season, I would say I don't want to say overachieved because that's a talent we had, but our expectations boosted up from that first season. Everybody expectations that was like, oh, okay, boom, they went 11-3 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, no, get him do some time because you could.
Young Tony, do you think that's probably why the administration wouldn't invest into the staff like they're doing now, because he did so well that first season?
Because he did so well.
Hey, look, you winning without them.
Yeah, that's a good point, Brian.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? So you're right, and Christian is right. That first season actually helped him, hurt him by him doing so well that first season. But it was also a double-edged sword because we still didn't have the defensive coordinator that we needed in order to propel us into that playoff. Could you imagine us having Lynn and Henny that first season, man, we would have been in the playoffs.
We wouldn't have lost to Utah at all that game.
We definitely would have
been
lost to
right in there.
Utah, but we would have been right there in the playoffs. You understand what I'm saying? Now,
It's some straight up bad calls though, man. You know, I mean, it was absolutely
yeah, absolutely.
First Utah game, second Utah game. I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah,
I agree.
Hey, that Alex Grinch defense that year was very bad too, though.
Which defense?
That Alex Grinch defense, both of them.
Well, let me say this though. You guys remember when we went to Oregon State? Like there were some periods of times, and this was another thing. Though,
they did play good against that Oregon State.
They played good against Oregon State. Yeah, we won 14-13. But listen, how many times? And Young Tiny, I know you remember we was talking about this stuff on live. How many times did they say USC had the most missed tackles?
Come on, yeah.
Let's talk about it. How many times did they say that? You only have missed tackles if you're in place to make the play.
Yep. Yeah. How many times you right, Dave? How many times we say that? You in position.
You in position to make the play.
You missed the tackles, you in position.
Like you can't.
But a lot of times he was just flat out schemed though. I would have never said for him to come on and say that, hey, look, you know, he hadn't seen certain screenplays on film.
He straight up lied. Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? So that's what made it look. That's what magnified it twice and made it look twice as bad.
Yeah,
how unprepared we were. Sure, we were in places in a few games, but other games. When I go back to that Washington game, man, Washington scored at will. They scored when they got ready, man. They scored until they just got tired of scoring. They were like,
you talking about the game at home?
Yeah, the game at home, man. They
I don't
scored
think Alex Grinch was in that game anymore. Wasn't he? Was he in that game?
Was he still there?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, he was still there.
Yeah, he was still there. Yeah, he was still there. So
yeah.
I think he got let go after the Washington game.
Yeah,
at that point, we were like mathematically out of anything to get to the Pac-12 championship.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all know what I seen, bro? So like not to cut you off, Jay. You know what I seen? And like I say, first of all, no disrespect to any player that moved on because they did what was best for them and their family and their situation, right? But I seen this thing that came out a couple weeks ago, all the players that left, right? And they compared and contrast like they playing time and they stats and stuff from they new destinations to like Barlow and all them that left. You know what I'm saying? Mario Williams, I think the one that had the most successful because he was balling at Tulane. Salute to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But they was showing like all they stats and what they had, man. Most of them dudes, bro, still wasn't getting no reps. You know what I'm saying? Most of them dudes could have just stuck it out, is what I'm saying. And that was our death. Like, you know, it's just crazy, bro. I seen that and they went down the whole list, bro. And I'm like, damn, man, these dudes ain't even playing over there. What they doing?
Yeah, I wish a lot, especially Barlow, man. But
no,
I guess,
especially
what's my man name
with the Georgia? What's my man name with the Georgia? The receiver?
Yeah, even him.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, my boy from Vegas. Yeah, man.
He got buried on that bench over there, man. I didn't even see him play in one game.
Well, he got hurt. I think he got hurt, and then I think once he was hurt at USC, but I think once he try to get back, he really
never talking about Relief Brown. They was naming all of them, bro. Barlow.
He got hurt at Arizona State.
Exactly. He got hurt over there at Arizona. Exactly. But Mario Williams did his thing at Tulane. I was happy for him. I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't see him get in there that much. But the thing is, man, as far as some of those guys on that defense, there were periods of times that guys was playing good, but then other times where guys was just lost in the sauce. And like I said, the players got to execute, man. Whether it's playing under Coach Derek Henderson, Sean Nua, Alex Grinch, they got to execute. They got to execute. And so we got much better defensive coordinator now. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to move and groove, man. So look, man, we got about 53 minutes. We've been here. It's you guys. It's Friday nights. We got more commitments coming. USC is the #1 class. Anything you guys want to say before we tap up out of here, man?
Man, push this to an hour, man. It's Friday. We chilling, man. It's USC. We playing, man. We push it to an hour. Everybody hit that like button. Everybody hit that like button. Quit playing.
Hey, Jay, what's the name of that end? What's the name of that defensive end I keep hearing about that may be committing? What's his name?
Samote.
Samote.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's going to commit. Matter of fact, he's crystal ball to us. We are SC just put that up. So yeah, I think we get him. There's a couple other guys. Let me tell you this. I got videos made. So all I gotta do is take them off private. I put on everything I love. I got videos made. I'm just gonna take them off private. I'm just waiting for them to get it cracking. I got one more I gotta make.
And Jay, the video you posted either this morning or yesterday. Man, we love it too, man. Giving them kids some love. As far as the next man up, man.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that kid from Tustin too.
He's a
man.
monster,
I can't believe he unranked.
He's man. Go look on.
They don't start the 27 class. They really not gonna start coming out with rankings. I think it's still during the thing because my little cousin, he one of the top running backs in the 27 class, and Jay know I'm talking about. He ain't even ranked. Oh, he ranked, but it ain't. It's like weird how they do the rankings like 2 years out or something.
The thing about it, they didn't do Jakeem Stewart like that, so I don't get it. I don't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Jakeem Stewart was ranked. They had him 5-star all the way out. You know, he was a sophomore last year.
But I
don't know what's that about.
That kid you posted is a low man and athletic. Oh boy, he's high.
Hey, did you see him looking like the refrigerator Perry?
Jay said refrigerator Perry.
Man, that was wild.
He's fast for his size too, man. Everybody in the country should be trying to get him.
So Jay, do you remember when I told you I was at that lineman camp at Winter Circle when Aiden Breland and them was there? This was like last year or 2 years ago. I had told you that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember. I told you Aiden Breland and all them. I got to see him up close and personal. This before he committed to Oregon and all that. Yeah, that little youngster was there. The little cat from Tustin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, him and the old boy from Bosco, the little Uso, little Samoan dude. Yeah, they was all there. It was an O-line, D-line camp at Winter Circle in Corona, and they all the top O-line, D-linemen was there. You know, from like 27, 25, 26 class.
They got some guys, bro, that sprinkle throughout Southern California. California as a whole. I'm gonna stop saying that. California as a whole, they got guys sprinkled through there, and I'm telling you, they just want to see the love, man. Those guys are some. They even got a 3-star guy from Los Alamitos that I showed you guys, man. This guy he tagged me on his Twitter the other day, as well as this guy Jeremiah Williams, man. So they just want that love, bro. And I believe these coaching staff, they're gonna go after them, man. I'm telling you. And I'm telling you, if we could get the guys like that can play like that from an interior standpoint, man, it is no stopping USC, bro.
What we say, don't just go after the name and the stars. We got to evaluate. We got to evaluate the type of recruits we're getting. You know, the stars and all that is good, and we know some of them live up to it. But it's all about the evaluation of the recruit. You know what I'm saying?
But I think a lot of people, and Young Tiny, we talked about this before. I'm not saying forget about the stars.
No, not at all.
Forget about the stars in a sense. I'm not saying just don't throw it away, but you gotta have your own. Listen, I told you guys this before. I got USCJ evaluation. Forget all the other ones. I'm not even worried. I got it. What I see with my eyes, but people go by the stars, and that's where they base all their information and intel from, as far as how they gather the information as far as the player. And you got to look at the player. Look how he's playing. Like the guy we just got out of Texas, Ramos. That dude can play, bro. That dude can really play. He's a 3-star, but he can play. You can't.
You know what else? You know what else, Jay? You know what else? Like a lot of these recruits, they be loyal to some of the first schools that come after them. So just take the little youngster from Tustin, the 27 class beast, right? Not ranked. We don't really know about his offers and all that like that. But if just say if a Washington or a Utah or somebody go after him first, like some of them players stay loyal to who went after him first. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that makes sense. Like some of these kids, because like Arizona State and Oregon already got out my little cousin, you feel me? 27 class. And I'm like, come on, man. You know, like, come on now. Like, it's just like some of these kids really be loyal to the soil who come at them first. You know,
no, that's real. That's why I said we got to start early. We're doing this little podcast stuff, man, so we can. I'm gonna get some of these guys on and interview them too, man, so they can be on here. People can see them move and grow, man, and look, they're not gonna be unfamiliar to us as a USC community, man.
That's a blessing what you're doing, because most people watching and you know that's a blessing.
And that's what I was that's what I'm just about to say, man. That's what my prayer is always that, God bless the vision He gave you and your channel going forward. And I hope USC know it because what you're doing is a ministry. Not only that, when these kids are not getting no love and they hop on YouTube and see their name and you're talking good about them, you know what I'm saying? When other people, I
Yeah.
mean, you helping USC recruit. You know what I'm
You
saying? Because now
recruiting.
if
That's what we
USC
doing.
if
Hey,
yeah, if USC come after them, they gonna be like, oh, they gonna remember that you was posting them first and you was talking about them. So that's gonna even help out. That's what, man. But that's why I always pray God bless the vision that He gave you, man. And I know
Come
sometimes
on,
it can
man.
get
It's
tough,
lost
but
in the
He keep
sauce
you
it's
recruiting,
all
grounded.
man.
good, bro. Hey,
Yeah,
it take a village to raise a community, bro. That's where I come from. That type of deal. So, and I think the same thing applies to the football, man. It takes
Get up here.
a full effort, bro. So that's the way I look
Yeah.
at it, man. That's the way I view it, man. And look, man, you guys are contributing to that as well, man. Just by giving your comments on here too. I gotta bounce, man. I got some I gotta
All
get
right, you
something
did
to
an
eat.
hour, low
Hey,
one. You
oh
did an
yeah.
hour. Go ahead. Get up.
Hey man,
Come
hey,
on,
look for those videos, man. We about to be. Anything else you want to say before you get up out of here?
Yeah, man. The scariest thing for college football, man, is when SC get their act together, and it look like it's headed that way. So college football better look out, man. For LA,
A-
they coming.
Absolutely,
They coming.
absolutely, young Tony.
Yes, sir, man. Salute everybody, man. We will fight on. Let's stay the course. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep the faith. Let's rock with our Trojans. We're gonna be good, man. We're gonna be good.
Absolutely, facts. Christian,
man. Nothing here. Fight on, brothers. Always a pleasure, my brothers.
Always a
absolutely,
pleasure.
man. Hey, I
Appreciate
appreciate
y'all.
it. We got almost 600 people in here between Twitter and YouTube.
Hey,
Listen,
I do got one thing to say, Jay.
what's
Hit
that?
that like and
Everybody hit
subscribe.
that like button on the way
Oh
out,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Hey,
Come
hit the
on,
like
man.
button, hit the subscribe, man. Hey, you
It's
guys have
free.
a safe weekend, man. You guys gonna hear from me anyway, man. I'm shoot, man. I might go live every day, man. That's the way I feel right now. Hey, but who knows? So anyway, man, I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Until later on, listen, everybody stay blessed. Fight on, fight on, fight on.
Fight on, fight on.